got it.
Wildlife, so what's going on? I don't know.
Is it good?
I don't know. I don't see mine, the feed yet. I'm sure I'll see it in a second. Don't worry about it. Just sit down. It takes a while to kick in.
Let's roll. Let's get it done. Let's go. Excited.
Let's just hit him in the head.
Shoot, she's been wanting me to hit me in the head all
I
day.
swear to God.
It's frustrating.
Gets on my nerves.
You get on my nerves.
You get on my nerves. Like, really.
All right, ready to go?
Hola. Does anybody want to smack Justin?
I want to snap, crackle, and pop her in the eyeball. Not really.
Gets on my nerves.
I got you. All right, here we go. All right. Hello and welcome back to another 5K tennis discussion. Today is Tuesday, 1 de septiembre. Is that right? Huh?
Septiembre, sí.
Yeah.
Primero de septiembre.
Can I get some props on that?
No,
Miss
not really.
Attitude, no. She got an attitude.
He just gets on my nerves. He's so bossy. Anytime
What?
we start the show, he's like, ready, 40 seconds, 30 seconds. Yeah, he's the one that goes to the bathroom and I'm sitting here.
Man, I got to deal with this all the time. All right, here we go. All right. So I forgot what I was saying because I got wrapped up in this thing. You know, but that's normal. It's normal around these parts.
Brace his back. He has to wear it because it's not healing properly.
No, I'll take it off.
No, just leave it on. It's not healing properly. He's such a knucklehead.
I went to the doctor. He took an x-ray and said if it doesn't heal 3 more weeks, then I got to have surgery. So I had it off and have been using it. But I mean, it's inevitable. If I got to have it done, then I have to have it done. But anyway, geez, she's like difficult. All right. So what we're going to do today is we're going to start this show off with a couple of viewer comments that kind of extended from the last show.
See, no, he said no, don't take it off for my sake. Jeez.
It was hot. I forgot I had it on anyway.
The AC's not even on.
I mean, for the past like 9 months, I've had a cast on my arm. I feel better with it off, right? She's tripping, right? Do I need to turn the AC on?
It's hot in
It's
here.
hot up in here. Mucho calor. Is that right? All right, I'm going to turn this AC on because it's hot.
What's up, guys? Are you guys watching Venus squeal? Not a good match for her. She should retire from tennis, by the way.
You call her a zombie.
She looks like a mummy, not a zombie.
A mummy?
Mummy.
Venus Williams is now mummified.
She's a mummy.
All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to start this show off with a couple...
See, even Wildlife says Venus needs to retire. That's what I said. Why would you go and spend money and hire a new coach? Enjoy life. You're in your 40s. You won as many slams. You're not going to win any more slams. Why keep playing?
She does have a brand that she might want to uphold. And
Brother.
I'm sure the brand will sell a few more products if she's on the court, right? I mean, that's like economics 101.
Then you're selling yourself out. Go ahead.
No, selling yourself out is if you stick your butt on a calendar with thong on right in the middle of your prime.
Well,
That's selling your ass
She
out.
can't do that anyways.
Well, that's what I'm saying. She's staying in the thick of it to promote her brand. Good for her. All right. First comment we're going to start off with has to do with the comment or discussion, rather, that we talked about yesterday. And that had to do with why do we see Goran Ivanisevic in the stands for Novak Djokovic and not Vajda, who has always been kind of that cornerstone backbone, that constant force in Djokovic camp. And there was a comment on why that might be. And it's a very simple comment, but I didn't think about it, so we're going to read it.
All right.
Lack of preparation. See what I'm saying? She's talking about, Rush, be ready, be ready, be ready. And here she is thumbing through stuff. I mean, see what I'm talking about?
All right. Goran has contracted.
All right, hold on. Who wrote the comment?
Man Sid.
Okay.
Goran has contracted Corona already, but Vajda hasn't, so safer for Goran. Part of the reason Vajda didn't make it.
Really good comment. So we were wondering on the last show why we did not see Vajda in the box, and we saw Goran. That would be a really great answer because Goran has already had...
Not only that, Sinisa said that he wanted 2 to 3 years ago to stop traveling with Novak. And by the way, when you pronounce his name, it's Vajda.
Good knowledge drop.
Okay.
But there you have the answer. So the answer is one of them has already contracted the COVID-19, and the other one wants to, I guess, alleviate himself from that discussion. So there you have it. All right?
All right.
All right. Second viewer comment is going to be from BDog02. I don't know if he's out there. If not, what's up? He'll catch it later. But we were talking about yesterday about Novak Djokovic as well, leaving the ATP Council or whatever it is and trying to help out different players And I made a comment that was in reference to like the National Football League in the U.S. or European soccer or other professional sports, NBA, where if you have a team or a squad, and you may not be starting in a starting position on that squad, but if you're on that squad nonetheless, you are paid and paid rather well, depending upon who it is you're talking to. But nonetheless, I think someone on the show yesterday mentioned that the NFL, the National Football League, U.S. football, not soccer, but throwing the football, the league minimum was somewhere close to $500,000. I think it was like 420 some odd dollars, etc. So B-Dog02, I mentioned that he would be a good one to ask about comparing, apples to oranges in a way, from tennis players. Hey, if you make it to the pro level, can you do a minimum salary, etc. And he had a response to that. So do you have B-Dog02's comment?
Yes.
Now this is a debatable comment, and let me scratch off the first thing. So we are going to debate this comment for a minute. So let's read the comment and let's debate it objectively. I love B-Dog02. I kind of disagree with the comment. I think you kind of did too, as we discussed it earlier. But I feel where he's going, and much love, my bro. But let's read the comment.
Great take on NFL players versus tennis, but it's apples and oranges to me. Potential injury every play can be paralyzed. Guaranteed money contracts versus purses with the CBA, billion industry versus USTA. Number 200 or 300 ranked players. I'd rather compare golf. Unfortunately, golfs would need 50 to 70,000 to stay a lot. No way that they're giving them that money. It's like golf. 100 to 200 ranked golfers barely survive. They have jobs like tennis players should. Well, I know what you're going to say. Why are you looking at me like that?
Because she's reading like Charlie Brown's teacher in the Peanuts. I don't even know if anybody understood that. Because I didn't really understand what you were saying. Nonetheless, what
did you understand what I was saying? It was Justin just being dumb.
She's tripping over here. Still love this girl though. All right, B-Dog02 said that it's comparing apples to oranges or bananas to oranges or whatever the metaphor was. He basically the moral of the story is you can't really compare tennis to football because on the football field you might die or get paralyzed right off the get-go. So the best thing to do is compare.
Ethan said, "I got you, Carla." See,
see, man, everybody's tripping on me.
He's just
man.
slow, Ethan.
I coached on her with a tennis court all day long in the heat and sweltering heat.
I played the points. He coached with me.
I fixed like 70
That's
cracks.
funny.
I fixed like 70 cracks whenever on the court.
Justin's cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs.
I am cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. You remember that cereal, Cocoa Puffs? You remember the commercials? There was like 3 of them. All right, so anyway, so B-Dog02 made a comparison that tennis should be kind of like golf. Tennis should be like golf in that in golf, the top 200 and 300 players in the world, as he alluded to, have normal jobs. So they go out and they play golf on the weekends or whatever it may be, and then they go to their 9 to 5 or 8 to 7 or however it works out, and then they go back to golf on the weekend. And then they carry on their lives by playing golf and trying to win something or anything. But at the same time, they go back to their normal 9 to 5 job. Now, where I disagree with this is, and I disagree wholeheartedly, still love you, my bro. But I disagree with it wholeheartedly because golfers have beer bellies, or a lot of them do. Do you remember when John Daly used to swing a golf club? He'd be out there smoking a Camel, drinking a beer, and then when the camera would get on him, he'd set it aside and whack his drive, right? So what I'm saying is I find that not even close to true, because if you're a tennis player, you have to be on the court every day. You have to be working. You have to be training. You have to be in the gym. You have to be boom. If you are on the tennis court at that level, top 100, top 200, top 300 in the world, your job is in the gym. Your job is on the court every day. However, not that I'm not disrespecting players like Dustin Johnson or Rory McIlroy or these guys that are young and fit, but I am not drawing a real comparable metaphor with the likes of the John Dalys and the Phil Mickelsons and all these guys that are like 72, 833 years old, and they're still damn Sam Sneading the ball down the fairway. I'm not saying golf is an easy sport. It's definitely not. I've tried to play it multiple times in my life and can't even hit the damn ball.
Cam Wiley said most golfers are not athletes. And then Alex Couillard, do golf players get paid less than tennis players? One that says golf is a decent comparison, but golfers on the PGA Tour don't have to travel around the world to the extent that pro tennis players have to. You cannot work. I promise you, when I did challengers, I worked graveyard shift, and it's tough. You do not have time to work and train. Simple as that. So B-Dog would be completely wrong about that.
You know, and I love B-Dog.
Completely
I
wrong
love
about
B-Dog a lot. But
Just going to a challenger, you got to pay for hotel, food, and all that. No, you cannot work. You have to train. Simple as that.
Because someone else will. Someone else will have the pockets to do so. Now, in golf, you know, you've got these astronomical greens fees. Some of these clubs, a couple of times in my life, I've played golf, very few. And every time I was a laughing stock. I literally could not hit the ball.
I find it boring.
I couldn't hit the ball off the damn tee. I kid you not. I would miss and chunk the grass or swing at air. And I would just give up. But some of these green fees that you have to pay to jump on a golf course are something like, 150, 200 American dollars, whatever, euros. It's very expensive just to step on the damn golf course. And then you get up in your golf cart and you're damn rolling around on the golf cart and you're chugging beer and you can still have a good day. But you can't do that on the tennis court. So I find football, soccer, basketball a better model to look at moving forward because of the ongoing attention it takes to stay fresh in a sport that involves actually a dominant athletic performance. In golf, it just is not.
Well, Alex says golf is frustrating as hell, Justin. I feel you.
Sucks, man.
And Alex says tennis is more fun and easier to learn. I don't know that it's easier
I don't know.
to learn.
I don't know.
But golf is boring. I'd rather be running around.
Look, I'm not going to be a golf hater. Golf is incredibly difficult. Incredible. The angles, the pitch, the draws, the clubs to choose, the distance. It's really difficult. So I'm not saying golf is not difficult, but you can't tell me that golf is comparable with the fitness level that it is from a tennis player. Therefore, a golfer can be more privy to going to their 9-to-5 job as where a tennis player needs to be leaving the court, getting fresh, eating sensibly, and getting back into a fitness regimen. So let's just be real here. I didn't really agree with the comparison.
Ethan asks, one big undeniable difference between football and tennis is that the football players are salaried, right?
Is that Ethan DA in New York?
Yeah.
What's up?
Yeah, he had gotten off YouTube for a while there.
Love that guy.
Wildlife says, I like to watch golf, but I can't control my temper playing it.
I can't either. You want to snap the golf club over your knee. It's like you go back to the club and there's like a half a trash can full of half shafts and they're all snapped over my knee. Yeah, that's me.
Someone said, Alex Figueroa said, did you guys hear about Carlos Suarez Navarro? Yeah,
we did.
We did. Very sad
situation.
We
did hear about that.
We all go through stuff. I'm going through my own stuff. She's going through her stuff. We all go through stuff. But her stuff is worse right now.
Yeah, we really haven't mentioned your stuff here.
Yeah.
But Carla is dealing with something like that.
Yeah, we all go through our stuff.
So, but again, we're not here to do sympathy stories and so forth. But Carla's dealing with something, not quite that, but not far off.
Yeah.
All right. So the viewer comments we did, the dogs we did, wise vibes are not there. Real quickly.
Sucks for her. Hopefully she gets healthy. Because I enjoy watching her play. She had the one-handed backhand. By the way, I changed my daughter's one-handed to two-handed. He's upset about it, but I think it makes a difference. I'm just tired of people picking on her backhand. It's taken so long to perfect her one-handed backhand. I said, let's just go with the two.
We were just talking about when you play this game, you have to be in the gym and you have to be practicing every single day for hours and hours and hours on end. Did we not?
Yes.
I think the reason why Liliana has not had the easiest time gravitating and hitting through the one-handed backhand is because we're always teaching. We don't always give her the time that we need to perfect that. So would you agree or disagree?
Thanks,
would you agree or disagree that sliding that second hand on the racket makes it a little bit easier?
It makes it a lot easier. I mean, you have almost the best, the greatest player, Djokovic. I mean, we can't deny that. He is a well-rounded player compared to Federer and Nadal. I mean, and he has two hands on his racket. It just makes life easier. I played with two-handed, went to one-handed, ended up going back to one-handed. Ended up going back to two-handed for a reason. I just think it will be easier on her. People will always pick on her. I watch people pick on Christopher because of the one-handed backhand.
But he hits it.
And I just think it's a little bit tougher to teach. You have to be very patient, and I've lost my patience, so that's why I put the two hands on it.
Yeah.
Time is ticking. She's 11 years old.
Yeah, but we really haven't started hitting with her every day after
I just think she looked better today hitting with the two-handed. Didn't you?
There's a few pouting sessions in there, but nonetheless, I guess she did all right.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
So Cam sends a ladies one-hander on the backhand is so rare and hard to hit. Good choice changing it to two hands. Thanks. I don't feel bad about it, honestly. I know you feel bad about it, but I feel like it's for the better. I feel like it will make her stronger. I know when I hit one-handed, I wasn't comfortable out there. I wasn't,
Swinging
confidence. I wasn't confident and I wasn't swinging freely. Like you said, I would push the ball a lot. I think with the two-handed, I mean, I don't care who you hit to my back and I will destroy you. And I want her to feel that way.
I will bust your ass.
I beat him with the one-handed. You know, I beat 2-1. I beat him.
That's funny. All right. So real quickly, before we get into, I guess, the meat of this, I'm going to basically tell you in terms of the fantasy team updates, the tennis racket giveaway, I usually do a separate video entirely for that. But because it's the first round, what I'm going to do is read off out of the sum. I think it's like 30 or 35 players or competitors. I'm just going to read off to you the people real quickly that are undefeated. Where's my undefeated list? Okay. So again, just because it's round one and you might have lost.
Wait, I like this comment. Well, I said people who hit a one-hander are like people who can drive a stick shift, a dying breed.
Hey man, when I met you, I had a Subaru Forester that was beat up and had a stick shift.
You're very right though. That's a great comparison. It is driving stick. It's like driving stick shift. I agree with you 100%. It's a tough shot to teach. My two boys hit it, but for some reason the girls just didn't pick it up. Like Gabby, I put the two hands on, and she's consistent. You know?
I call bullshit. I think.
What's up, Stefan?
I think. Oh, Stephanie.
Well, I say he's got a Forester.
Look, I drove a Subaru Forester for 4 years straight when I lived in Vermont. So anyway, we were in Killington, Vermont, and that car was my everything. So I met Carla, and when I met Carla, Liliana, the youngest daughter, pulled my rear windshield wiper off and tried to do a pull-up on it. So she grabbed the rear windshield wiper out and she like, well, what is this? What is this? And snapped my whole back window out. And then not long after that, Jonathan was trying to throw a rock. Jonathan was trying to throw a rock at Chris and missed, and it hit my back windshield and blew it out again. So that Forester went through some drama. All right, but nonetheless, with the fantasy team update, I do a separate video for it, and I will do that moving forward after round 2. But because one round is done, there are so many people that choose 1-point players, 2-point players. So right at the beginning, it's not that important to go through every player and their score, but I will on a separate video soon. But I did want to read out the undefeated players right now. And there's some people that have already lost 4 players. I mean, you're like, you got no chance to get some of these heavy hitters. I can promise you that. But I will continue to add. So here's the undefeated players. Number 1, Kenneth Chow. What's up? Longtime player. Number 2, Stefan Nizovic. I will dunk on you, bro, and then smack your shit.
He's on right now.
I will just dunk on your ass. Don't count me out, bro. Broken arm or not. Boom! Smack! Done! Cam Williams, his rookie year, his rookie attempt at the fantasy team. Undefeated. Booyah! Count it. Furzy09, always doing damage. Undefeated. Milena Brzezinska, undefeated. She's been here before. Dedzivil Kasper in Poland. He may be in New York City right now. I'm not sure, but he's probably in Poland. But Kasper, a.k.a. Dedzivil, back in business. Bartek Platek, undefeated, bro. You've been here before. And Patrick Young. You all know who you are. Undefeated. I am not undefeated. Carla is not undefeated. So, welcome to the absolute thick of it, because you guys are in business, all right?
Ben Williams says, haha, happy my reputation is intact.
Your reputation? Got it. Okay, so, and I would read the team off, but it'll take too much time out of those that don't really pay attention to it. And I will do, like, round 2, 3, and moving forward, I'll have all the points, and we'll go over it. But, hey, way to come in.
No, Matt Kane, you lost a few people. You're not undefeated.
Oh, hold on. I'm going to check him. But carry on. I forget where Matt Kane was, you know? He's somewhere in here. I'll check my math. Matt Kane lost Novak. You picked Novak, and then you picked Pablo Cuevas. So you lost Novak, you lost Cuevas, and you lost Novak. All right, not on the
Stefan said Milena took exactly 93.75% of my picks. Disqualification.
Let's go. So I'm adding them up. I got it all right here.
Terry, how could you say you were hoping that Serena would lose today? Are you nuts?
I thought it was
But his
possible.
girl, Roos, lost yesterday.
Not my girl. I just followed Aranxa Rus when she was little, and I watched her. I guess
Bautista Agut won today. Yes, he did.
Yeah. All right. So we got a new game. Okay. So we've done game shows before, and then they end up other places.
No me gusta Serena. Me no gusta. You said the opposite. No me gusta Serena.
You ready for the game show?
Yes.
You got the speaker?
Yeah.
All right. So Carla and I were at the courts today. We were teaching a few lessons, and we came up with a few ideas during the pandemic, and they ended up being elsewhere, so we were like, forget about it. So here we are, we're going to break out another game. This was one that we kind of thought about in about 10 minutes, and we threw it down, and hopefully it works out well. So the game is the squeal game. The squeal freaking game. I was in the shower when I came up with this. I was, bathing, trying to get washed off. Man, you about fell over.
No, that's the boxer.
All right. So the game is this. I was in the shower, and I heard a squeal. And I heard it over water upstairs. This was downstairs, and I could tell who was playing by the damn squeal. Okay? So the game is going to be Name That Squeal.
You're terrible at Carter. She said she looks so ridiculous with a small dress and such a big body. You guys are terrible.
Reality is true. Reality is true.
Terrible.
All right, so Carla's going to play some squeals, and we're going to see who actually figures out who it is, and they're going to get a point. So there's going to be 6 total squeals, and then whoever names it first gets a point. And then whoever has the most squeals at the end of the Squeal Fest.
Hold on.
This is the Smack Talk channel anyway.
All right, are we ready?
All right, we're going to roll some squeals out?
All right.
All right, squeal number 1.
Anyway, all right, are we ready?
Whoa. Are we gonna, this is roll some squeals out? Oh, shit. All right, squeal.
All right, here we go.
Squeal 1. Okay, who is that squeal? You guys should be able to. Oh no, pause it. All right, who is that squeal? Someone's got to get that.
Azarenka.
Boom,
Matt Kane was the
Matt
first
Kane
one.
comes in with some noise. Let's go. Matt Kane got a point. All right, Matt Kane got a point. All right, squeal. Are you ready for squeal number 2?
Wait, Cam Williams. How come you said that was Sabalenka, dude? I thought you.
It was close. It was close. It was close, Cam. It was
Matt
close.
Kane said Azarenka. Alex said Azarenka. Curling tennis said Vika. Ethan said Okay, we'll get to that. Okay. Next one.
Okay, good guess. And there is a time delay between, maybe London, Australia. What's up, Cam? I got your shirt on. But so there is a time delay. So, you have to let the wireless speed or the fiber optics, spread to different areas. So, we had a good unison there. Good guesses. Mm-hmm. You ready for the second squeal?
He said, haha, I watched those matches on mute.
Yeah.
He said, Matt Kane said, can you put it towards my fantasy team? Ha ha ha.
Yeah.
We can't do that.
All right,
next one. Yeah.
Second squeal. You ready for this?
All right.
It's a good one.
1, 2, here we go.
Who you got? It's pretty apparent who that is. If you think about it, it's pretty apparent who that is. Oh, shoot.
Matt Kane got it. Maria Sharapova.
Matt Kane's doing big things here.
Holy crap.
Matt Kane has got 2 points. Oh,
Dang.
man. All right, next squeal.
Everybody got it. Curling, wildlife, Alex got Sharapova.
All right, here comes the third squeal. And this squeal is one of the most ridiculous on tour right now. If you can deal with this squeal in person without earplugs, you're a freaking beast. Roll it out. Let's go. This is a horrendous squeal. Right? This is not the one that drew me out of the shower, but it's coming.
Hold on.
I'm like, what the hell? I think my kids are screaming at one another, and it's just someone squealing on TV. Got it?
Trying to get to it. Hold on. 1, 2. Hold on.
All right, here we go.
Wait. No, it's not that one.
I think it's...
Yeah, I know who it is, but just trying to get it because
it's a horrendous squeal.
These phones they're
right.
wonderfully made.
Patience is a virtue.
Okay, here we go.
Is that her?
No, I had to get it like this, but
okay, I got
but
you.
I know where to go already.
All right, sorry for the delay. Technical difficulties.
The internet's sucky.
Okay, here we go.
Okay, hold on, not yet.
All right, sorry for the delays. We should go to commercial. All right, here we go.
It's not that one. Hold on.
Oh man.
I'm trying to get it. Chill.
That's what I'm saying. She was like, when we started the show off, she's all yelling at me. See, right before the show, you always say, get ready. And then we get here, and she's yelling at me the whole time, and this is what happens. You see what I'm saying? And then, I'm still the bad guy no matter what. Yeah, I think you're done. I think you're timed out, Carla. See, she trips on me for like 30 minutes.
All right, here we go.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
All right, I hope so.
Okay.
Ooh, it's going to be loud.
Wait.
Couldn't get the pass.
I'm gonna.
Wow, Carla.
Wait.
Yeah. See, she yells at me for this.
Hold on. Her grunts weren't as popular as the other ones.
Yes, and for set.
Double ball from the second round.
Now you see why I yell? Huh?
Here we go. Here we go.
All right, can we get this?
Well,
Yes,
You guys should know it by there.
Jeez, Carla. All that you just diss me to start the show, and then give me that.
Here it is. She wasn't grunting as
Oh
loud.
my gosh. All right.
Here we go. Boing.
Okay, you failed. Carla failed us on that one. Let's just be honest. Go ahead and
Here's another one. Here's another one.
décisive manche. Bon, ça laissera. Bon retour également. Ah ouais, c'est parfait. Bien réussi.
I mean, that's a tough one. She wasn't that popular.
It's a tough one. If someone can pull that out.
She wasn't that popular. What do you want me to do? I looked and looked and looked and looked and looked. And
All right, no one's gonna get that because of
I
lack of.
looked and looked and looked and looked.
All right, echoes. That was Allison Risk, but her.
Oh, they guessed
They
it.
got it.
Yeah.
Who got that?
Someone Risk. Alex
Who
Couillard.
got that first?
Alex Couillard.
Alice Couillard getting 2 points for that for her lack of preparation. Alice Couillard and Matt Cain are tied. Okay, at 2 points each. All right, he gets
Risk, and then Curling Tennis said Ricks,
Yeah.
and then Wildlife said relax, bro.
Shoot.
See, that's what I say. He needs to freaking chill.
All right, you ready?
Okay,
All right, so how many did we have? 3. That was the third one.
that was the third.
All right, let's go to number 4. There are a couple of men in here. I think this might be one of the men. All right, let's go to the men.
Mm-hmm.
You ready? This should be easy.
Well, then I have to wait, for the ads and stuff like that. So, okay.
All right, here we go.
Hold on. Here we go. Sorry, we have to, be patient. Here we go.
Not even the return to the point has proven
Here
effective.
we go.
Wow! Carry on. Proven effective.
Here we go. You have to wait. They don't do their grunts.
Proven effective.
Oh man, is there another one in there?
Oh, let's see if they can guess that.
That was
No doubt!
Yeah. Who got that? Who got that? Who got that one?
Curling tennis.
Yeah, he's in there. All right.
We're trying here. It was hard to find these grunts.
All right, so let's do the next one. This one would be even more apparent. You know what this one is, right?
Yeah, but you have to wait. You have to wait. That's the thing I'm trying to tell you.
Someone should start like a...
Okay, here we go. Ready?
Novak Djokovic.
Oh, well, you just gave it out with that one. All right, here we go. All right, last grunt. Last grunt. I did not know this grunt. I've never heard this grunt or squeal before. I've never heard of the player, but if someone can pull this out,
We're terrible.
I will be absolutely impressed. All right, so I heard this. I had to stop. All right, you ready? Let this just roll out. All right, can you find it? Can you find it?
I'm sorry, that shit was funny.
All right, here we go.
all right, hold
The
on.
impressive grunt.
Okay, hold on.
By the way, while she's finding the grunt or the squeal, I was at a tennis tournament this past
Here we go,
weekend,
here we go, here we go.
and I saw a bunch of young kids slapping their leg. Like, they would be ready to serve, they would smack their thigh, like whack, like they had a mosquito or a fly on their leg. They'd be
All
like,
right, here we
"Wow."
go.
Have you ever seen that? All right, here we go. Guys, can we rewind that? Hideous. Can we rewind that one play? Wow. All right, so who is that player? I'd never heard of the player before, but it was really big. It was a big squeal. Really freaking big
Alex
squeal.
M said, what? Larcher de Brito.
Who did that?
Holy Toledo.
Who did that?
Hold on, I'll tell you right now.
Someone guessed that?
Yeah.
Are you freaking serious?
Yeah.
Never even heard of the player.
Hold on.
Freaking, she can squeal like a damn racehorse. Rah! Sounded like someone.
Alex Couillard.
What?
He
Dude,
gets the prize.
bro. Really big time stuff. Well played. Well studied. You definitely deserve the trophy. Sorry, Matt Cain. But Alex took it on that one. Deep stuff. All right. Enough stuff aside. Let's get into the U.S. Open. All right. Last night was Naomi Osaka tested, or was it just kind of a fluky first round? What do you think?
I just think she didn't have the crowd. She didn't have the energy. I mean, she won the first set, let the second set go, and came back and destroyed her in the third set.
The girl Doi, I think if she would have held serve in the first or in the third set, the first game of the third set, I thought was instrumental. So split sets. Here we go to a deciding set. And the first game of the third set is usually a very decisive game, especially if you get broken. That's what happened. I thought it was a really good match. I felt that
the other player Doi was pretty good.
She was really good.
Yeah.
I thought it was a really good match. Unfortunately, someone had to
There
lose.
was no hamstring injury. She was moving well.
She's good. She's good to go.
She's good to go. Even though B-Dog said, I know you were going to bring that up, but she looked good. She didn't look like she was hurting.
I thought it was the first really good match that I had the chance to watch on the women's side. That was a really good match. Even though the third set was kind of lackluster, I think if Doi would have held serve first game of the third set, I think it would have been a much closer match in the third set. But nonetheless, good match. Do you think, based upon her performance, that is Osaka, she's ready to win this tournament?
I mean, you never know. I mean, the crowd determines a lot. And without a crowd, it's hard to pump yourself up. You kind of go away, fade away, you know?
So you're saying Osaka is the kind of player that Coco Gauff is, that she needs the crowd to potentially get motivated? So is Serena Williams that type of player? Will Serena Williams suffer
She
due to
does
lack
need
of
the crowd, too, sometimes, you know? Just like Venus needs a crowd tonight.
I wonder what the score is there. We were watching that. You don't have to look it up. We'll check on it tomorrow. But I think the crowd is going to very much determine who wins or loses the tournament and who has the mindset and the ability to battle without the Colosseum erupting. You know, we talked about this before. You know, the ancient Romans.
I mean, she's down 6-3, 6-5. Muchova is ahead. She's down love 30. So...
You know, I think a lot of times we hear the name Venus Williams and we forget that Muchova. What is she, like 20th in the world or something? What is she seated like 20th in the tournament?
World, yeah.
She's a solid player. And again, you mentioned earlier that that Venus should retire, and she looked like what did you say, a mummy?
She looks like a mummy.
So I don't think that you can consider Venus a favorite in the match, even rolling into it. I think it's more of a statement to sell brand. And to keep the Williams sisters brand in the media, right? I mean, what else can you say?
Not much.
Muchova should win the match. I'm sure if you're a gambler or a bettor and you look at the Vegas odds, surely Venus Williams wasn't the favorite. And if she was a favorite at minus or whatever the money was, their odds, I mean, surely it was a sucker bet set up.
When you start losing
when
you start losing a lot of first rounds, it's time to retire.
Yeah, I mean, the younger player, the more I guess you could say fresh legs is Muchova or Mukova. Period. Plain and simple. Yeah, Venus won 5 Wimbledons or whatever, but
she did the best.
That was then.
Venus said Venus won her last time in 2007. That's a long time ago. It's time to retire.
13 years ago.
Yeah. Alex Couillard says Osaka plays Georgie. Yeah, I think that's great.
Will that be a good match? It
will be a good match.
Do you think Osaka will?
Porcelain Doll will play Osaka.
Yeah, I mean, Georgie can fight. You know, Georgie has always had a bad rap, or at least for the majority of her career, because of some misgivings that were taken on from different coaches over the years, right? So you had some different struggles between Georgie and her father, and you had different struggles between Georgie and coaches. And then when she became successful, or more successful than not, then the coaches were like, hey, where's my payout, and type things. And this alludes to the same conversation that we always have about coaching contracts in tennis. And this is another story for another day. We've done shows on this. But Georgie is one of those names that has always been brought up for the most part. Yes, she's a beautiful girl. Yes, she's very strong. And yes, she is a pristine specimen of fitness. But her overall package, is she going to threaten her?
Maybe.
Can she bring drama to her?
Maybe she has to win the points real quick.
Does she have the game to take it to her?
Matt King says she lost.
Who?
She lost.
Venus?
She lost. Venus lost. Well, there you go. Another first round.
You know, it's not surprising. I mean, she was
Someone picked Venus in this thing.
a couple.
Someone picked Venus to even win the racket.
Well, someone admitted he didn't know what he was doing. Someone just wanted to try to win it, just pick
Well, you
people.
definitely didn't win.
Yeah. So, one down, like 30 more to go.
Yeah.
All right. So let's move forward.
Yep. I mean, I'm sure you guys seen the matches. We'll go with the guys' matches. Any upset alerts that I saw? Dimitrov won. Rublev won. I think a few of you guys picked Badin. He was actually defeated today by Rusovori from Finland.
Yeah.
There was a few of you guys who picked Badin.
Who else from Finland is on tour? I think this is pretty cool. I think it's Rusovori or something. But isn't there a female player that's on tour from Finland right now as well? I don't recall. We can put that in comments. But good job for Finland. No.
Kiki Bertens.
No, she's not from Finland.
Where's she from?
Bertens is like somewhere in Europe. Like, where is Bertens from? Is she German?
No.
Is Bertens Belgium? She's got a flag like that. She's got the brown, the yellow, and the red mixed up some type of way. Bertens.
If I'm right, I must smack you.
Bertens is not from Finland. Come on. It doesn't even sound right.
She's Dutch.
Okay, so there you go. Okay, same difference. Belgium, Netherlands, same thing. Finland's way up there. Like
Ken Williams says, a little off topic, but what do you think of Tiafoe? Is he a big deal in the USA? No, he's not. Not at all.
No.
People laugh at his form. The forehand's off, the backhand's off, the forehand's off, the serve is off. Everything is so awkward.
He's very robotic.
Yeah.
His forehand, he gets on it and he sets up really early if he gets there in time, and he cranks his arm up here. If you watch him, he's like here, and instead of staying compacted low and kind of snapping through the ball, he hikes way up here and
it's an ugly forehand.
He kind of robots through it.
Yeah.
So he's a great player. I like the guy a lot. He's a big basketball fan, but I mean, in terms of, is he, kind of a household name? I mean, we have quite a few students.
No,
they don't even know who some.
No Tiafoe, a.k.a. LeBron James. No, don't even. Mm-mm.
Yeah, no.
I like how someone brought American J.J. Wolf beat Guido Pea. That was a good win.
Good call, yeah.
That was definitely a good win for him. One that I was shocked at was Hachinov. Jannik Sinner was up on him and lost that match. I was very shocked that this young man lost to him.
Look, Jannik Sinner, by the way, we saw him play like 2 years ago, and we mentioned him on this show. And I think shortly thereafter that he migrated or found his way into the next gen or the next gen, whatever the cheesy bullshit is with the next gen stuff. It's all cheesy anyway. But I think if there was like a next gen and next gen and the next gen, whatever bullshit they were trying to capitulate during that, kind of big three, everybody got it burned out on here. Let's get some other players involved. Jannik Sinner was like in one of the next gen things. Yeah. And we mentioned him that out of
and he was up on that match.
He did well.
5 sets it went to. I was shocked. Murray was another one. I thought Nishioka. Murray looked like he was out of it, and then Murray pulled a 5-setter off.
Well, Murray kind of went away in the second set, and one would think that he was going away.
Alex said, "I'm tired of hearing the next gen."
Yeah, exactly. Squash that. I don't even ever want to talk about next gen ever again. I'm dumber when I even hear the name. Next gen what? Who?
Chilik was another one that was down and won in 5 sets too. So it was shocking to me to see that. And Tia moves on. He was up 2 sets. And then his opponent retired.
The savviness of a veteran. Murray didn't go away in the second set. Murray simply was conserving energy, in my opinion. He got down in a break, whatever, got a little bad. I think it was 4-0 in the second. Conserved energy and found a way for it to happen. Marin Cilic, a tenured veteran, won a U.S. Open, right? Did Marin Cilic win a U.S. Open?
He did.
Seasoned veteran. They're going to find a way if they can. One of the reasons I was shocked, honestly, that Kevin Anderson lost to Zverev. Cam Williams pulled that one out. But honestly, I thought Kevin Anderson would win that. Injured, hurt, whatever, because I didn't feel like Zverev would have the gusto to go through a seasoned veteran. And he did. So good for him to do that, but I didn't think it would happen.
Felix beats Montenegro. By the way, I'm reading these comments. Felix played okay. Felix played well. I feel like sometimes Felix needs to be a man. He's still a little boy.
Define man.
He needs to toughen up and stop going, man, toughen up. Be like, hell yeah. Like he's still too boyish.
So what do you think his thought process is in the boy mode?
I don't know. He thinks like a junior sometimes. I feel like he needs to just go with the flow, go for the shots more. Don't think too much about it.
So what if you could give me an example of what he
Be
needs to
like
think?
Iron Man.
Vucevic?
Yeah.
Did Vucevic win?
Yeah.
He won?
He won.
So you have him on your fantasy team, so
Yeah.
you got a point there?
I don't think I have Iron Man on my team.
Someone has Vucevic.
I didn't pick him.
Okay, well someone
But he
did.
needs to be sometimes he's too conservative. I feel like he's still playing junior tennis. He needs to learn a little bit from Sissy Pass. Be a little bit more gutsy.
Okay, but here's the thing. You're calling Felix still a boy, but what do you call Sistipas when he spazzes out and hits his dad with a racket?
Okay,
What do you call
that was just stupid.
Is that even more boyish?
That was stupid. This guy 1000 said he has Iron Man.
There you
Felix
go.
against Murray. I don't know. Is Murray going to be too tired after playing Nishikori? Nishioka.
I don't think
Nishikori
so.
didn't get to play because he had COVID-19.
I don't think so.
You think Murray will beat him? I have Murray beating him in my thing.
You can't.
I picked Murray too.
Murray, a lot of us in these fantasy groups, and I just keep up with mine.
Carla has a thing for Iron Man. I do.
She does. She loves that guy.
I do. I
she
love
loves
that guy.
But Murray has been around the block. You know, we can say whatever we want to about him. He's a crybaby. You know, and you know he gets. Who's the guy on YouTube that does these impersonations? Elliot Loney or something.
I don't know. He's hilarious.
He's hilarious. He's so good. He's like kind of Cam at his broadcast. Cam is so good at what he does, and this guy is so good at impersonation. So
I sold you, man.
So when I see him, I find a way to put a smile on my face, even on the toughest of days. But Andy Murray is a seasoned veteran. He's won what, 2 Wimbledons in U.S. Correct me if I'm wrong. 2 Wimbledons, 1 U.S. He's a seasoned veteran, so it's really hard, as he proved today, to count him out no matter what. Even if he's got 3 match points against, etc., he still has a chance if he's still on the court.
Sure.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Felix is very, Tak Palm says Felix is very unstable in his form throughout the match. I agree. So I think that gives Murray a good chance. Let's see. So Ashe faces Murray. Hachinov faces Kuznetsov, who beat Corey, which you had.
I had Query on my team.
Pospisil beats a veteran. Koshriver and Kepmanovic and Bautista face each other. That should be a good match.
The Kachanov-Kuznetsov match, I think, should be pretty good. Carla's also a big fan of Hachanov.
But I'm a bigger fan. He's okay now.
Fusovic?
He's okay now. I like more of I don't like the super big guys. I like more of the, normal guys.
Silky smooth.
No, I don't like silky smooth. Iron Man is not silky smooth. Iron Man looks like he will destroy you.
All right. The young player, and I don't know how to pronounce this. If Raj Kumar is out there, he would know, but it's Sumit Nagal.
That's pretty cool. Yeah.
Not Nadal with the D,
awesome.
but Nagal with the G. My oldest son, Jonathan, who made the Division I Air Force Academy tennis team, saw Nagal play and mentioned that, given, maybe he's an underdog because of, where he's from in terms of tennis availability and so forth, but he really thought that Nagal, Nagal, had a chance to be good. So here we are. Nagal is once again in the main draw of a major, and here he is facing off against Dominic Thiem. Does he have a shot at all?
Yeah, you never know.
Nagal is a good little player.
You never know. If there was a crowd, it would be more of an impact. There would be more of a factor. But he's a good player. Absolutely.
Matches tomorrow on the men's side. Does Edmund have a chance against Djokovic?
Hell no.
Rolling down the list, anything more exciting right off the bat? There's not a lot of exciting matches on the men's side. The women's side I think is electric. Once again, the women have a really good setup, and the men just kind of just like, Djokovic, and that's about it. But we'll see. But the women's side is electric in my opinion. So I want to roll over to the women. All right.
All right. So Keys wins. Yay! We gotta cheer for her.
She's got the keys.
She's got the keys.
Let's go.
Teichmann's playing right now against Bolsova, and she was down. Cornet beats Davis. I think someone had Davis. Shuai Zhang, someone had her.
A lot of you had Shuai Zhang.
Goes down to Bonaventure.
Let's just ask a question. The bottom half of the draw on the women's side, you can assume, unless Cornet does something or someone in between, you can assume that Muguruza and Keys are going to match up.
Probably.
Would you agree or disagree?
Yeah, Muguruza won her match. Sakari's playing tonight.
A brief shout out again to Carla Suarez Navarro, one of my favorite players of all time on the women's side, regardless of her rap sheet or resume. Beautiful one-handed backhand, tough girl, strong girl, built like Carla, and I hope she does well battling the disease that she has. So much respect again to Carla Suarez Navarro, same name as this one as well. So hope to see you again in one way, shape, or form.
She's so young too. Kenin played well. You're right, Cam. She played well. Alex said the same thing. She played well. She beat a veteran, Janina Wickmeyer. She played well. She'll face the young girl, Leila Fernandez from Canada, who beat the veteran, Savannah Reva.
Good for Vera. Good job for Savannah Reva, but does she have a shot?
She lost to the young Canadian, Fernandez.
What's her first name? Layla?
Layla.
She's Canadian, right?
Right.
So, we've seen her for a year or two now since juniors, and she's been doing pretty well. So good for her. I like the girl. We mentioned her physique when we first saw her. She's built well. Yeah. She can play well, and she's young. So I think Layla Fernandez is kind of similar in stature and nature to like Coco Gauff in a way. They're kind of, young and vibrant. So we'll see what happens with either one.
Jabeur faces Kanepi. Match.
Almost everyone in the fantasy group picked Jabeur. Honestly, totally spaced on Kanepi down here. Kanepi is a firecracker, lights out. She can freaking smoke the damn ball. Jabeur is going to have to be careful with Kaya because Kanepi can just absolutely drop bombs out there. Now, whether or not she shows up, I don't know. Jabeur has been hot. She is an African woman. She is, I'm surely Muslim, and it's very hard to get to a point to play this game if that is the culture in which you were raised. I won't get into that. I don't know if I'm right or wrong. I'm assuming only, and they could be wrong. But Jabeur is dropping bombs out there. She is being patient. She is.
Alex said Kanepi. Do you mean Kanepi?
Yeah, Kanepi.
Up at the U.S. Open 2 years ago.
Yeah, Kanepi is no joke. Look.
Kaya Kanepi.
Yeah, Kaya Kanepi is a really good player.
Perakova won curling tennis.
I would love to see that match. So I don't know if we'll have the ability to see it. Maybe Cam Williams can do a thing, or I would love to hear it. And maybe it wouldn't draw anybody to view it. But nonetheless, that Jabeur-Kanepi match, I think, would be electric to see from all different types of reasons. But both firecracker girls, I think Jabeur has the edge there. But don't be surprised if Kanepi comes out with a win there.
I want to see Alexandrova play Clijsters tonight. They haven't played yet.
Some people have Clijsters as well, and some people have Alexandrova. Group vote. Who wins that match? I'm going to go with Alexandrova. For the same reason that I thought Mukova would beat Venus. You got youth on your side, etc.
He picked Jabeur in his team. I did too.
Yeah, a lot of you did.
Azarenka and Sabalenka will face off each other. The two from Belarus.
I'm going to go with Azarenka there simply based upon what I saw out of Sabalenka at the Lexington tournament. Was it in Lexington where she was playing like one of our 14-year-old juniors?
She just played too. She lost to Coco Gauff.
Mm-hmm.
I don't remember who else she lost to, but I think I'm going to go with Azarenka. Serena has a good match. Gasparin is her next player. She beat Miss Olympia. Miss Puig. She beat Miss Puig, Gasparin, tonight.
Is this a padded draw?
No, stop.
No, I'm just saying, is she set up here? Is she had on in the first round? Now she has.
Why do you think I picked Serena to go to the semis? And you fought me about this.
I don't think I picked her at all.
You fought me. Do you guys remember the show where he fought me and said, "No way, Serena's making the semis"?
I don't know. I mean, you saw who was it? Shelby Rogers that beat her at Lexington. Was it Rogers or was it Brady? I forgot.
Carteri said last time I saw Clijsters, she looked fat. Wow, Carteri.
Look, we say real.
Wildlife says so much hate on my girl Sabalenka.
Wildlife, I'm with you, and I've tried to be with you, but I think we both kind of started the Sabalenka narrative together, Screech and all. But man, it seems like she went from waylaying forehands wide, in, out, no consistency. She kind of honed in on it. Then the pandemic struck, and all of a sudden now she's like kind of massaging the ball and pushing it a little bit. Her net game when I was watching her in Lexington, it just seemed like she was like reaching up and like floating the ball. She wasn't being as aggressive up there. She was just like, reaching out for it. I was telling Carla, I was like, geez, this seems like one of our juniors that we just started 2 years ago was out there playing, at least at the net. So I don't find that at this tournament on this surface, no crowd, etc. Not that it would matter for her anyway, honestly. I don't think she and Sabalenka is gonna be going much deeper in the draw. I'm sorry.
Lexco says, rooting for my local guy, Brandon Nakashima. I know he's young, but he's a big underdog against Zverev. Okay.
Look, when you're playing Zverev...
Oh, what's up, Philly Cheese Dog? Aren't you supposed to be, getting ready to eat dinner and go to school tomorrow?
Philly Cheese Dog's got a team in here.
He said Venus should retire after his last match, 34 double faults. Yikes.
Who had 34 double faults?
That's what he said.
Venus had 34 double faults?
Wow.
That's insanity.
Wow. Good stats, Philly Cheese Dog.
If that's true, if Venus Williams had 34 double faults, I swear I would freak out. Is that a true statement?
I don't know.
34?
That's what Philly Cheeseoff said.
Holy crap.
Can anyone back him up on that?
Dude, if Venus Williams had 34 double faults, how many games is that? 4 points a game, 34, that is 8 games. 8 games, 0.2, 8.2
This guy
games.
said 34. Are you sure? Well, we can look at the stats.
Maybe he typoed that. There's no way in the pro level you got 34 double faults. I don't see that happening. Maybe. I mean, I guess it's possible.
Here we go. Leslie. No, that's too much. She had 3 double faults.
3 double faults.
I was about to
Maybe
say.
maybe he meant 3 to 4 double faults.
3 to 4 double
3 to 4
faults.
double
That
faults.
makes sense.
That makes sense.
Yes.
But yeah, I was about, holy cow, 34 double faults. I think I would just absolutely just
I would say retire
Yeah.
immediately.
like just cut my ear off and cut my finger off at the same time because I suck.
Sloan is winning at the moment. Maybe
Oh!
chocolate milk is helping
Who
her.
is she playing?
Let's see. She is playing.
Chocolate milk is in effect.
Yeah. She's playing Busarnescu. 6'3", she's a 2-2.
Oh, that's a good match. Buzarnescu's good. And Buzarnescu is Romanian? I think Buzarnescu's from Romania. I think. Is that correct?
I think so.
Buzarnescu. I think she's with the Hallett crew.
Well, let's say if her hair and her outfits have been a mess. Yes, they have been. Someone needs to tell Sabalenka learn how to dress.
Okay, there's a trio of Romanian players. Name them. You got Buzarnescu, Van Uytvanck, and Halep. Am I missing anyone?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it said so on TV, but just saw it was only 3 online. My bad. No worry, Philly.
It's all good, bro. It's all good.
That's
Don't worry
okay. Thank you
about
for
it.
watching us. We appreciate it.
Yeah.
It's a long day. We haven't eaten dinner yet.
Yeah.
I'm sure my kids are very hungry.
It's all right. So, were you pressing my buttons?
No, just saying. Millman looks serious. 5-0 versus Bashvili. Well, I picked Millman. Are they playing? He said, Philly Cheeseoff said Van Uytvanck is of Belgium. She's
Okay.
Belgian. Okay, good stats. So any matches you guys looking forward to?
Okay, so-
I'm waiting for Kleisters to play. Honestly, Swiatek beat. I don't know. I think Swiatek beat Kudermetova, so that was an upset tonight.
Swiatek shouldn't have been. That shouldn't have been an upset. Swiatek's a beast. She's a
I
Polish
know,
player.
but she's kind of fallen off. You know.
What? She had a really strong year last year. Did extremely well. I haven't heard much from her this year, but Swiatek can play. She's a beast. That's not an upset. Some people pick Swiatek on their fantasy team. Quite a few of them, actually.
I'm just trying to see if there's any match. Serena got her 102 U.S. Open match win, which is more than any of the men and women. Alex Couillard. I'm trying to see if there's any interesting matches for tomorrow that I'm like dying to see. Maybe Osaka Georgie would be a good match. That's about it. I don't really see any other exciting match that I would say, wow, I really got to watch that.
All right, ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
All right, let's get down. All right,
Is
so
Medvedev going to back it up from last year? No.
I don't think so either.
I don't think so, man.
I don't think there's enough crowd energy on the negative side to pump him up to the positive. We remember last year there was a couple of matches where the crowd booing him enabled him to become positive. There's no crowd there this year. I think if there was no crowd there last year, maybe the results last year would have been different. Maybe I'm right, maybe I'm wrong, and I very well may be. But I think that negative crowd energy
Helped him, yeah.
Yeah, I think it definitely helped him. I think it.
I do say I miss seeing Nadal play tennis.
I don't, because he pitches his butt too much. When I see Nadal,
When you got an ass, you got to pick it.
no, his underwear absorb into
I'm
his
just
butt.
giving him
You would think he would switch to boxers. Or something.
Someone mentioned to me, who was it? Mary Michael's mom. She said, why wouldn't he wear bigger clothes? Like his clothes are so tight on him. You just want to like go up a size.
Do you remember back in grade school, if you ever, got picked on? I didn't. This never happened to me. And if I saw it happen to other people, I would feel bad. But I couldn't do much about it because it would just be like a big time drama thing. But you ever seen a wedgie? Like someone grabs the underwear and like cranks it up the ass crack? You're like, oh shit, well that's not me. But I know that's not comfortable. So you would think that if you're always picking the wedgie, that you would have, the desire to get that thing crammed out of your butt. I mean, the shape of the butt is better without underwear crammed in your ass, right? How would you like to hit a forehand with underwear crammed in your ass? So you're like hitting it, and all of a sudden you're like, ooh, something stuck in my butt. If it would like stop your pronation and your rotation, don't you think? How could you meet the ball out front when you got underwear up in the back? It's like make you stand up, hit the ball, and be a wreck. But Nadal pulls it off, hit it out front, squeezing the butt in the back. We're good to go. All right. All right.
All right, guys.
All right, enough said. I gotta eat, man. I'm hungry. I'm back on the court all day tomorrow, but I can't wait because there's some good lessons.
Alex
tomorrow.
Couillard said too much information.
All right. Take the underwear.
All right, guys.
Okay, let's do this to say bye-bye. All right, this one's for the Serbians out there. Let's start the left with no crowd, no people. You ready? There's no crowd. There's no crowd over here. There is no crowd over there, and there is definitely no crowd back there. But we love you anyway. All right? I'm gonna eat some notebook now. All right? Anyway.
Now go.
What is it? Oh, August? Who said that? That's got to be Alice Couillard.
That's Carteri.
Oh, okay. So here we're gonna end on this comment. Read that.
Now go.
Now go. Now we must remember that in Spanish, nalgas is
nalgas
is ass or butt. So nalgal. So remember that. Carteri, much love, bro. We're gonna end that on your note. Rafael Nadal has now been renamed to Nalgal.
The next time I see Djokovic, I'm gonna go like this to him.
All right? And then I'm going to squeal like wrist. And then hit a drop shot. And then win the match. And then snub the handshake.
All right.
All right? Adios, muchachos.
Good night. See you mañana.